Well, we're going to have the coldest night of the season so far tonight, tomorrow morning. What I showed you just a moment ago were the lows last night. We stayed just above freezing in both Pocatello and Idaho Falls. That will not be the case tonight. We're going to be way below freezing. Some good news here, though. Less windy starting tomorrow, and that will take us all the way through the rest of the week. So it won't feel colder because of the wind. Wind won't really be strong enough to really impact how it feels. So good news there, because we had wind chills at some point today, earlier today, down into the lower 20s. And dry weather, well, we started dry at least this evening. We're going to stay that way all the way into next week. The way it stands now, at least through November 6th, dry weather. So that means this coming weekend, our first weekend of November will be a dry one from front to back, so we'll take that. Here's that cold front that we had, the reason why it was so windy, and still kind of windy out there a little bit. High pressure building in from the west as that high parks itself over East Idaho, western Wyoming. That will soften the pressure gradient, which means less wind. That front gets farther away, and we'll actually see a little bit of a warm-up on Wednesday with temperatures in the 50s. But until then, we're going to be half that. 25 expected for a low in Pocatello. That is in town, and that'll be the coldest temperature we've seen so far this fall season. A little bit of wind out there now, and we're going to keep some of that wind into the overnight, but nothing like what we've seen the last few nights. 20 will be the low tonight for Idaho Falls. And we got some breeziness out there for the moment. That will start to die down in a few hours, and then early tomorrow morning, right around sunrise, we're going to see the wind, barely a breeze out there, and that'll take us, lack of wind, I should say, will take us through our Tuesday tomorrow. 45 for an afternoon high, so not much better than what we had out there this afternoon, but at least we have less wind. We got lots of sunshine, no rain, no snow tomorrow. 48 will be the high in Pocatello. Less wind as well. Southeast breeze 5 to 10. That's better than the 15 to 30 we had out there. We had winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour in spot. Tuesday's high temperature map mainly in the 40s. There'll be a few spots struggling tomorrow. Island Park only a high of 36. Got sunshine there. Driggs at 38. Afton, you're at 38, and then you get into East Idaho, we get into the 40s. You get farther west, we get into the 50s, and that's what's coming for us on Wednesday. 55 will be the high in the capital city. Even up Montana, they're cooling off. 49 in Great Falls. Salt Lake City will have a high of 53 with sunshine galore. Southeast Idaho Chevy Dealer 7-day forecast. Looking ahead. There we go. If you're going to have any younglings out Friday evening, yeah, don't have to worry about any umbrella weather there. It'll be a little bit on the chilly side. Look at Saturday. Yeah, both Saturday and Sunday, at least in Pocatello, will be in the 60s. Don't forget the time change this weekend. This is the one where you get that hour back that you lost in the spring. So you fall back in the fall. So you might want to make sure you set your clocks back 1 hour before you go to bed Saturday night. Blackfoot 7-day forecast, almost 60 on Saturday. Definitely in the 60s on Sunday. Now for the Teton area, we won't be in the 60s, but we'll be in the 50s this weekend. We just got to get there. We got some awfully cold nights ahead. In fact, tomorrow night's going to be even colder with a low of only 12. For the Central Mountains, we're dry just like the rest of us through the rest of the month and the first few days of next month. 60 for high on Saturday.